If you've heard it, so have we.
If you hate it, we probably do too.
If you like it, we'll see.
But either way,
we've heard it all. Oh my goodness.
Oh my god. I think I looked at the camera when I said that a little too much.
She said, I'm making eyes. I'm getting that camera time.
And I will look back at that and regret it.
It's okay. It's okay. We don't have to post that anywhere.
Yeah, that's true.
Doesn't have to see the light of day.
Exactly. What's up, girl?
Oh my god, how are you?
I don't know. It's been years.
It truly has been years, guys. Guys.
No, guys. One listener.
Hey, we've got a lot of listeners.
Most of them are us.
Most of them are us, but that's because we like hearing ourselves talk.
Exactly. And like we admit
and why
to
shouldn't
it.
we?
Yeah.
Why shouldn't we?
Exactly.
We're funny. How are you?
I'm I'm all right.
Yeah.
I hear we're in war.
That is the word on the street, allegedly.
I kept telling myself, don't bring it up. Don't bring it up.
But listen.
It's all I can think
about. That is the pop culture right now, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Apart from war, how are we doing?
I don't know. I have to work, so.
Yeah.
But other than that, summer is coming. Summer is not behind us.
Summer is coming. There are literally only brighter days ahead. I can't wait.
I'm so excited, especially because I have a pretty big concert lineup coming up.
Oh my god, spill.
Yes. So I think first, I'm seeing Hayley Williams.
Yeah.
Next week.
Oh my gosh. That came up so quickly.
I know. I had it in my countdown app because I do that to keep myself sane and be like, okay.
I have something to look forward to.
Life is worth living.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for that. My friend actually got a code to go to the second night. So he's going 2 nights and I was like, love that.
Love that.
Florence, we are seeing Florence in the
Machine.
Yes,
we
which
are.
feels so cool.
So excited.
And I'm really excited to make little witchy necklaces together. Because I see the beads at Michael's all the time. I was like, I should just buy them.
Yeah.
I'm seeing Miss Ariana Grande.
Oh my god. That is going to be so fun.
I need her to be well for that.
Yeah. So, yeah.
She will.
She'll be fine.
She will serve a vocal. And that'll be good.
Yeah.
I'm seeing St. Vincent.
Okay.
With...
Is it the one that's in the symphony?
Yes.
Oh my god, that's so fun.
I
saw a poster for that the other day.
And then I'm seeing Bleachers for like maybe the 8th time.
Love that for you, yeah.
And then I feel like I bought another one. No, I think I was considering going. I've always wanted to see a show at Red Rocks in Colorado.
Yeah.
Maren Morris is performing with the Colorado Symphony and the High Women are going to be there.
Yeah.
And I was like, do I go to Colorado? And then I was like, no, wait. I'll wait.
Yeah.
But I want to go so bad because
it's such a cool venue.
But yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to. I can always tell how bad the winter was when I'm saying I want to go to the beach.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm not a beach person.
I know you're not a beach person.
But the fact that I'm looking for it was harrowing winter.
Yeah. No, it was a rough winter.
Yeah.
My god, shit was dark.
Yeah. Literally
and metaphorically.
Yeah.
Or not metaphorically. Whatever. Yeah, no, I felt the same way. I don't have any concerts. Well, except for Florence coming up. I need to pump that up. Yeah, well, I was going to see the Maine.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about if you were going to go see the
tickets are sold out just because I kept pushing it off. I'm sure when it's like a day before they're going to be like cheap tickets. So
but
I'm still going to try to do that.
Not a lot of people are touring right now. Yeah, I know I just named a bunch of people, but it's and not a lot of like our typical people are touring.
Oh my god, we're forgetting somebody who's going on tour. The Pussycat Dolls.
Oh my god. Wait, who are they touring with? Sierra? Little Kim?
I thought that's what it said.
I think it is Little Kim.
Okay, yeah. Which, like, if tickets aren't, like...
expensive, we should go.
I don't want to pay $200.
We're not going to pay $200. We could put on Pussycat Dolls in this room.
Yeah.
We could close our eyes and it would be the same thing.
We would imagine.
Okay?
Yeah.
I honestly, the main thing I'm looking forward to, concerts aside, I'm going to be in the club. I'm going to be in the club! We have to. I know we talked about this before. But I've never felt a hankering like this before.
I've never wanted to be less sober in my life.
Yeah. Like, I know you haven't seen Heated Rivalry.
I've seen one episode.
Okay.
I haven't seen the club scene. I know what you're talking about, though. Is that what you're talking about?
Well, sure, but there's a Heated Rivalry dance party happening somewhere. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, I know it's going to be fun. Because you know the one thing I miss about LA? All the themed club nights.
Yeah, they did have a lot of themed club nights.
Should we start club nights?
Yeah, we should start club nights.
Add that to the list of businesses that we want to start.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now we have strip club on the list.
Yes.
We have perfume business on the list.
Yeah.
Now we have club nights.
Club nights.
There's something else.
We can do club nights at the strip club.
Ugh. Inclusive strip club.
Yeah.
Everyone's welcome.
Yeah.
Oh, not men.
Not men.
Not men.
Never men.
Get away. Gosh, because y'all never just want to look.
Appreciate.
You always want to touch. Stop.
You want to touch.
You can't always touch.
Anyways.
How are you?
You know what? I'm doing good. It is crazy. I was talking to a friend this weekend. I was like, girl, I feel like I've had a personality transplant since it got warmer.
Yeah.
I feel like a completely different person.
It's funny you said since it got warmer. I'm like, girl, it's cold.
Yeah, but it's
that
like
one day
also,
we had warmth.
I know, but it is like warmer and like sunnier. So maybe I should say like time change. Like, how it's like daylight savings time.
Oh, yeah, now that it's lighter. Yeah. No. Because that one day that it was like warm and sunny outside.
I know, I took a long walk. It was so good.
Went outside, I was like, oh,
This is
I was
life.
just like, I wasn't depressed.
Yeah.
I just needed the sun.
Well,
I mean, I was depressed.
You were depressed.
For sure, girl.
Yeah.
For sure. It was bad times. But no doctor was going to help me.
Yeah. They'll be like, tough luck.
Yeah. They'll be like, try this, and this. And by the end, I'm like, I don't actually remember what happened to me.
I don't even know what's wrong. Yeah.
Yeah. Drugs, but not the fun kind.
Yeah. It do be like that sometimes.
I'm like, if you're going to put me on something, put me on an amphetamine. Like, come on.
Give me on a beta blocker.
Come on. I don't know.
Okay. Anyways. What have you heard?
What have I heard? Other than what we're going to talk about today, which I'm going to give us a little space. What have I heard in the culture? Not much.
Yeah.
I feel... Well, I just told you I went to go see The Bride and Undertone.
Yeah.
Because I've been in a big horror movie mood as of late. They were both okay.
Yeah.
Pretty underwhelming, especially The Bride, as I am such a big fan of the original Bride of Frankenstein movie. And from all the interviews I saw with Maggie Gyllenhaal and her really centering the concept of consent, because that is the key theme of that film, I was very excited. Again, I want to believe that the original script was really good. Yeah. Because I don't know how you get all these cool people to be a part of a movie that were all like, they thought it was an indie movie when they first got it. Yeah. I think Warner Brothers might have chopped up the original vision. So there were good elements to it. I just think none of them were fleshed out fully. And honestly, for what it was doing, should have been a miniseries. Damn. Should have been a miniseries. And I would have eaten it up if it was a miniseries. Right. Jessie Buckley, the woman that you are, congrats on that Oscar. Yeah. She is exceptional in it. She's just mesmerizing to watch on screen. Yeah. And Undertone was fine. Okay. I appreciate the detail to sound design and getting people talking about it, but again, it was like you were always waiting for like the jump scare and it never came. It just felt like this perpetual edge to nothing. Yeah. So yeah, but low budget horror, I love to support it, but it wasn't something that wowed me. Okay. Like I still am waiting. There have been good horror movies, and I don't know if you like Midsommar. I don't know if we've ever discussed it. Yeah. I'll never forget when I watched Midsommar and I was like, oh, it's all in the day? And I'm still terrified. No, yeah. I was like,
it's such an eerie, really, such a great horror.
I think that for me, I know people either love or hate Ari Aster, but I think in the past couple years or past 2 decades, he has been the most like impressive
for sure
voice. So I'm waiting for Weapons gets close. Yeah. Jordan Peele is obviously up there. So I'm just waiting for
something else.
Something to chew on. Yeah, I did see that there's this new Mummy movie coming out. Okay. That's not...
Wait, is it because Brendan Fraser's... No, one, or is it a different one?
It's a totally different movie called The Mummy. It's not related to the franchise. It's a Blumhouse movie, I think. And it looks disgusting. I remember we were in the theater and their daughter goes missing and they call the parents back and they're like, we found your daughter.
Who calls the parents back?
Like the police. They found... Daughter goes missing. They find the daughter. They go to see the daughter. Daughter looks musty. Like, literally, she was found in a 400-year-old sarcophagus.
Okay, good.
Sorry, if I was the parent, that's not my kid.
You're staying there.
Yeah, actually, my kid's gone.
Bye-bye.
No. Like, literally looked like... a maggot. Ooh, like, skin peeling. She's blue. I'm like, no, that girl's dead.
That's not her.
No.
That's not her.
I don't know. Everyone's like, oh, gotta take my kid home. No, you don't. There are deadbeats all over America telling you don't have to. Okay.
You're not gonna take it.
God, I was like, couldn't pay me enough.
Damn. Okay.
That'd be... Pro-lifers out there gonna come to my ass. I'll be like, you take her home.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're like, what happened to Katie?
Adopt her.
Who cares? Not my problem.
She's gone.
Ew.
She's with the Lord.
God.
Oh my God.
Anyways, but that's what I've heard.
Wow. Craziness.
Not too much, but I feel like there have been like a lot of weird horror releases that I'm happy that they're happening, but none have quite grabbed me as of yet.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Not like weapons.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
What have you heard?
So I do have something actually, which I don't think you know about because we haven't talked about it.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you, but we can't get sidetracked and talk about it too much.
Okay, I have my watch out.
Okay, thank you.
I have my watch out.
So, Miss Chaperone has found herself...
Oh, I know this.
Okay, you do know this.
I saw it on Reddit.
Yes, so Miss Chaperone has had quite a weekend. I guess it was this weekend. I don't really know the timeline. But, long story short, this, like, famous football player, his stepdaughter and his wife were staying in a hotel in Sao Paulo where... Chapel was performing for Lollapalooza. He puts out an Instagram story that basically says that his stepdaughter is a huge fan of Chapel, noticed her down at, like, the hotel breakfast, took, like, a lap around, like, the tables, like, to see and confirm that it was her, and, like, allegedly, like, just smiled at her, and allegedly a big, like, man who was a security guard comes over to the table and, like, chastises the daughter and the mom, is like, you should not allow your daughter to, like, go and, like, mess with people and, like, bother them and stuff like that. She allegedly is in tears and stuff like that. And so Chapel puts out an apology video and it's just like, hey, like, I didn't tell my security to do that. Like, that wasn't even my security.
Yeah.
I think it was just still kind of vague, if it was, like, hotel security or if it was, like, someone from the venue or something like that. But now everyone online is, like, it's circling around the many times that she's done this with, like, fans and stuff like that. And I feel like we're always so harsh on Chapel. And,
us?
like, no, I just mean, like, we as in, like, the culture, like, culturally. She's gotten a lot of flack a lot of times for how she treats fans and just kind of her demeanor when she interacts in public. And we've talked about this to death, but I was curious if you have any takes, because I'm kind of like, I feel twofold, because obviously we go too far with celebrity and, like, the things that we're, like, we want them to take on, like, constantly filming, constantly being on and, like, being, like, available to the public. But then it's also just, like, she's had so many instances of these where I feel like she just doesn't get the media training that she probably needs in, like, these kind of situations. But
honestly, after her apology video, I didn't think anything of this. I was like, oh, that's a misunderstanding. And I think that's all it is.
I think it is too. And it's just like, because it's happened in the past, though, it's just being circulated more and more.
Yeah, but I think that it's like, what in the movie Notting Hill with Julia Roberts and Hugh Grant, it's a rom-com.
Yeah.
She plays this actress and she brings up a point that, like, every time anyone writes a news story about me, they go back and they find every single file of things. For sure. And it's all, and I think that's just what's happening.
I think so too.
And I think that people have honed in on Chapel Roan as this person who is, like, outside of, like, a conventional sexuality presentation and, like, honed down and be like, we are going to scapegoat her.
Yeah.
I think in some instances, I'm kind of like, okay, maybe she should have safeguards in place. Like, I'm like, it's not always, like, fans' fault. And I think she's just a person. I think in this instance, like, when I first read the story before she did her apology, I was like, oh, that's really unfortunate. I was just like, you know, I'm curious to see how she addresses this or whatever, because I wish I knew the name of the football player. But he's huge. Yeah. He is 10 times more famous than her globally. Yeah. Like, that man has sway. To the point where, like, even the mayor of Rio was like, she's not going to perform.
Which is crazy.
Which I was like, I don't know. Hey, guys. Hey, I was like, okay. Yeah. I also was, again, the other question I have is kind of, like, the mode of putting her on blast on Instagram stories rather than, like, you have this way to probably reach out to her.
But that's not what he's interested in.
Yeah. Yeah. And, like, but I would understand, like, if someone, like, messed with my kid, I'd be like, hey, I'm going to embarrass you too. Yeah. So it just seems like a misunderstanding. I think people are blowing it so out of proportion. Yeah.
It's specifically because it's her.
Because it's her and it's because it's him. Yeah. Because his fans are also very rabid. So I think you've just put two rabid fan bases against each other when it seems like it was a horrible misunderstanding. But then I saw a video from Lollapalooza, Brazil, and everyone was still there and happy to sing.
Of course
so
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if like her needing media training is necessarily what it is because the fan base has not dwindled.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm kind of like, does it matter?
Yeah.
When like she's also spoken out on things that we've also begged media trained celebrities to speak out on.
Yeah.
So I kind of defend Chapel in the sense that I'm like, I don't think she's doing anything that crazy.
No, she's not doing anything
like, let's
crazy.
compare it to like our celebrities in the early 2000s.
No, truly.
Like, she's actually fine.
Yeah, I know.
Because I was visiting a friend in DC, and he was seeing some connection between SNL and Ashley Simpson, and I was like, oh, have you not seen that video?
I don't know what you're talking about either.
Oh. Okay, I'm gonna give us one more minute, then we gotta move on.
Yeah.
So Ashley Simpson, you know she used to have a singing career, right?
Yeah.
She ended her career by going on SNL, and there is video footage to prove that she had lost her voice during rehearsals earlier in the day.
Yeah.
Because I think 60 Minutes had done like a behind the scenes. So she lost her voice and so had planned to just like sing to track.
Okay.
Got to the second performance on SNL. The wrong track played, and it was evident she was lip singing. So she kind of looked around. She did like a weird jig and then walked off the stage.
Oh my god.
And then during like the goodbyes had been like, oh my god, my band played the wrong song, didn't know what to do, so I just did the jig again, and that single-handedly like ended her music career.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. So
what did that have to do with Chapel?
Just in kind of like celebrity scandals.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, hey, like
sometimes
it's that, and like even thinking about the coverage of Britney Spears.
Yeah.
Like when she was having like a mental health moment.
Yeah.
Like
we love to do that to women also.
Yeah, that's my thing. It's like we act like men aren't out here like genuinely abusing people. Yeah. Genuinely putting people in harm's way.
Yeah.
You know?
Crazy.
Because the only male celebrity that I've seen us give the chaperone treatment to is Timothée Chalamet.
Yeah, that's true.
Which even I even say for Timothy, like some of the stuff he says, like, that's actually not a big deal.
No, it's just like,
it's just
why
like,
would you
you're
say that?
so annoying.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like,
you're being a twerp.
Like, stop.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah. Anyways, that's all I've heard.
Yeah, but no, I saw that and I was like,
yeah.
Someone did send it to me, so I did not find it on my own.
Yeah.
But I was like, okay.
I think it's just like also I'm obviously on Twitter. I mean, not Twitter. Oh my god, not on Twitter. Not on Twitter. No allegations here. And TikTok. So it's just like I've seen so many edits.
There's probably so many takes.
There's so many. Yeah.
I did think it was funny that she was just like in a hotel bed, being
just like laying down, like I
children.
Because also she did, I know we're getting off track, but like there was also that controversy whenever she went on to call her daddy and like her comments about kids. So like now it's like
people are like running with it. I'm like, I don't think she hates kids. I just think that she was trying to have breakfast.
Yeah.
And had no idea that this guy was gonna do that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I could not see her doing that.
Because like why would you?
Yeah. Like logically, even not media trained, you know that would not be good.
Yeah.
Why would you make a kid cry? I don't think she would. Anyways, okay, we made it. That's like 7 minutes.
Good.
All right, there we go.
Good.
All right, let's get to the topic of the day.
Oh,
Speaking of controversial women.
Yeah.
We're going to try to approach this in a nuanced, holistic way, maybe.
Yeah.
We're going to present the facts.
We're going to present the facts, and then we'll talk about the facts.
But last week, reality TV had some bombshell news when the new season of The Bachelorette featuring Secret Life of Mormon Wives fame, Taylor Frankie Paul, the season was canceled. I don't know if that sentence made sense. But
yeah, it did.
Okay.
It did.
Her season was canceled after a 2023 video of her and her ex-partner Dakota in a domestic dispute came to light. And for context, this is the video that takes place the same night of the incident that happens in season 1 of Secret Life of Mormon Wives. So this is a known incident, but now people are seeing what actually happened that night. And yeah. Yeah.
So just to place things in like kind of a timeline, before this is even canceled, there had been rumblings. I think it probably started beginning of last week that rumors were coming out about like the ending of Taylor Frankie Paul's season, and it came to life. So the first I ever heard of it
Yeah.
was that Secret Lives of Mormon Wives had paused production.
Okay.
And that they had stopped filming while they were investigating some sort of incident between Taylor and Dakota. I don't know if it was on, I mean, it was probably on TikTok, but it was also like a story.
Okay.
So that happened, and there was just kind of rumblings. And then I think the next day is when it finally came out that there was some sort of domestic violence dispute between her and Dakota back in February. I think it was the 24th and 25th, 2 separate occasions, 2 different days. And so that it came out that the police were investigating that, and that was why Mormon Wives was put on pause.
Mm-hmm.
So I know at that point we had, like, started discussing, like,
yeah,
what was going to happen, like, the implications of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then, obviously, shit really hit the fan on Thursday. Yeah, on Thursday,
yes,
when the video came out and was
Mm-hmm.
released to TMZ. And that video is awful.
Yeah, I when you, I don't know if you sent the video.
It to
yeah,
you, yeah,
I didn't know what it, I was like, I thought this was from the most recent incident, but it was from 2023, which doesn't make a difference, because I think what we had known about, what I had known about the incident was that her and Dakota had gotten into, like, a domestic violence situation, and an object was thrown, and one of her kids was hit or affected by it. Which is bad, period. Just that description alone,
100%.
not great. Seeing it is a very different thing.
Yeah.
And it was hard to watch. It was also just, I think it made me angry that ABC, I fully believe ABC has seen this video. If police have seen this video, and for years and years and years for the Bachelor franchise, they have done these, like, deep background checks. I know in the past couple years they've just...
Yeah, which we'll get into that later.
Yeah. It just made me sad to see everything that was happening between Taylor, Dakota, her kid. I was like, this is evidently not someone who should be on TV at all.
My God, what a tough watch. Because like you said, like, we knew the details. Like, Taylor has been open about talking about it and, like, detailing that, like, yeah, she threw a chair. It, like, might or might not have hit her kid. I don't think she ever confirmed that, which... From a media perspective, I probably shouldn't confirm that. Mm-hmm. But...
Oh, she has.
Oh, she has? Okay.
I think she did on... I think I sent you a clip from that Vile Files podcast, which I do not know why that podcast is big.
My God. I can't stand Nick Vile.
Anyways. Yeah. But I think she admitted that, like, she knew her daughter was in the room, but still continued. So, again, like, in that podcast episode, which is now making its rounds, like, she goes into a lot of detail that lines up exactly with the video. Yeah. So again, even if ABC hadn't seen that video, that podcast was public.
Yeah. And it's just like, I remember as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh, they're definitely gonna pull the season. Yeah. Like, before that, I could have seen a way that, like, ABC would have left it running, even with just, like,
they might have
the new, like, domestic disputes happening in February. I think they still probably would have aired the season and maybe just didn't have, like, the live components. Yeah. But as soon as that video came out, you have to put off the air. Yeah. I literally gasped when I saw that they did cancel it, even though, like, that was the decision they had. Like, there's no way you can go forward with that and platform that.
Well, I know it was that was, like, last resort decision, because with all that information coming out, even just, like, who Taylor is, like, she shouldn't have been on The Bachelorette to begin with. No. Like, she was on probation when she was cast. Yeah. And, like, by the standards of the previous, like, Bachelor seasons, she wouldn't have been on the cast anyways.
No, absolutely not. And I think that's what's frustrating, too. So, when we say we were excited to watch the season, I think that's more from, like, us being scholarly and not wanting to see, Taylor on the screen. I'm just nosy. Yeah, I'm a nosy girl. Nosy. I love media. We were excited to see the season just because, like, it was very clear that this was a last-ditch effort for ABC trying to save the franchise. Yeah. Just because for the past, 5, 6, 7 years, ratings and viewership have just decreased. And this was a perfect way to get all of that viewership, so...
Yeah, because if you think about it, like, the Bachelor franchise was kind of one of And not to say that it's not, like, exploitative and embarrassing.
Yeah.
But it was kind of one of those last reality TV shows that didn't go to such extremes that you felt almost bad watching it.
Yes.
Like, yes, they make the women do weird and silly things, but nothing that is so...
like, outlandishly
embarrassing.
Yeah.
Or, like, overtly sexual a la Love Island.
Yeah.
And, like, casting Taylor felt like they were trying to do something... a little bit more risque. Even, like, the redo of, like, Bachelor in Paradise, they tried to mirror Love Island. I'm like, okay, that's fine.
Yeah, right.
But in the end, it bit them in the butt to cast someone who's a big liability.
Yeah. And that's what's so crazy is, like, this is ABC. Like, ABC's owned by Disney. And the fact that, like, I think I would have loved to be in the room when where it happened.
Yeah.
All of this. Because I'm also just, like, they knew what a liability Taylor was from the get-go.
Yeah.
And there is just no way on this earth that ABC had never seen that clip. If it was in the police report and there was video evidence, someone at ABC and someone at Disney
have seen it.
And they still said, yes, let's put her on there.
Yeah.
And it's so wild. Even after watching the newest season of Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, it's just... it is so evident that Taylor is unwell.
Yeah.
And needs, like, intensive therapy. On her own, and then also just with her relationship with Dakota. And even the way that they edit it is so sinister, knowing that they're setting her up to go on The Bachelor, and specifically dropping it the week before The Bachelor is supposed to air.
The season?
Yes.
Okay.
Like, Mormon Wives. Because, like, the end of it ends, obviously, Mormon Wives spoilers, but, like, the day before that she leaves, she sleeps with Dakota, and just, like, is still kind of, like, doing this, like, will we, won't we, but, like, they've been fighting the whole time. She, like, goes off the deep end after Dakota sleeps with someone else, and it's just, like, that is one of the main storylines, and so they're literally setting her up. I know that was one thing we talked about before the season was canceled, was, like, how much vitriol Taylor was going to get starting the second that Mormon Wives came out and throughout her Bachelor season, just because we're all seeing the background and context for her going on the show beforehand.
Because it's rare that we actually know a Bachelor or Bachelorette this well.
Exactly. And so, like, even in previous seasons like The Bachelor or Bachelorette, if someone finds out that a contestant or the Bachelor or Bachelorette was, like, messing around with, like, an ex-partner, that's, like, a huge deal breaker throughout the entire franchise. And so, like, now they're putting that on display knowing what she was gonna get. And so it's just, like, evil producers, just, like,
because that's
it should have never happened.
Like, none of what we're saying, like, excuses the behavior that Taylor has done, Dakota has done at all. Because, like, she needs severe help.
Yes.
She needs to atone for what she has done. But ABC knew what she had done. Knows that she probably needs help. And they definitely paired the last season of Mormon Wives with The Bachelorette, because I think they wanted that to be the most watched, like, what is it, After the Rose? Reunion? What do they call that last little?
After the Rose.
After the Rose. Because that would be juicy. Because I know those two don't end up together.
No. Yeah.
Because you've already told us that they don't.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And so it's just kind of, like, watching just to see how she, like, dupes these men and, like, to put all this, like, hatred on her. Because they're just trying to scapegoat her for views.
Yeah, it's just for shock value.
Yeah, which I'm like, I knew people were going to watch it. Like, people were interested.
Yeah.
And the thing is, there's a lot of people who, like, love Taylor.
Yeah.
And will, like, defend her at all costs. And I'm like, okay.
Okay.
Like,
yeah.
the girl's on woe. You know? And I don't know, it just feels really gross of ABC to do that. Which, like, I don't know, I wouldn't put it past any reality TV producer now.
No.
Because, I mean, even if you think about Mormon Wives, and I think it was season 2. Yeah, it definitely was season 2. That was the last season I watched. Of Mormon Wives, when Demi brings up Taylor's domestic dispute and is, like, practically villainized for it.
Yeah.
Even though, like, now people are saying, like, after watching this video, like, why was she villainized for bringing up a very valid like, concern about Taylor. And I think that at first ABC was trying to make this redemption arc, and I almost think they were trying to redeem her only to get the views when they break her back down.
Yeah. Hey, it's almost like reality TV is not good for us.
Yeah, and you know what's interesting is Charity Lawson, who was the Bachelorette 2 seasons ago.
2 seasons ago, yeah.
She made a video, because Charity, I think, is a licensed licensed mental health professional.
Yeah, she is.
And she made a video basically being like, if you are unwell, you are not going to solve anything on a reality TV show. She's like, you need to be healed. And that girl's great.
Yeah, I love Charity.
I love her.
She's so good.
The last good season of Bachelorette.
Yeah, because she was level-headed. Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah.
Damn. And I miss Joey.
I know. I haven't seen him anywhere. And I like that.
Good.
Go be with your hot fiance.
I don't need to hear from people in the Bachelor franchise.
Yeah.
Just live your life, you know?
Yeah.
But basically, I believe in what she's saying is that, like, I think whereas maybe before... No, I feel like reality TV has always been sort of like a lure for people who are a little mentally not well, but I think that if you don't have a good support system, it really brings you down. Yeah. But I think whereas like Mormon wives versus like housewives, it's like you're dealing with class difference that like with housewives, it's not that there's less sympathy. It's like the things that they're doing is like yelling at their friends. They have the lawyers to do with it. They're doing white collar crime that they should be punished for, you know, whereas this is like, this is like people getting hurt, kids getting hurt. Like, at the end of the day, for all these views and, like, the salacious things, even us talking about it, like, there are kids involved in this. Yeah. And I did see, and I think I told you that Taylor's ex and Dakota have filed for full custody. Yeah. And I know a lot of people who are defending Taylor have kind of cited, like, why would Dakota release this right now? He's trying to sabotage her. And... maybe, but if it didn't come out now, it would have come out eventually. And that's the whole thing is, like, it was never going to be kept under wraps. It's just not possible. Something we knew. Yeah, exactly. So it's, like, not any new information. Mm-hmm. But, like, I also saw something where Dakota's roommate has been, like, posting online and saying, like, I think he's the one that called the cops whenever Dakota and Taylor were fighting in February. He's vehemently, like, denying that him or Dakota released the tape to TMZ. Okay. Which, like, honestly, there it truly is gonna be no way to really trace, like, who it goes back to, because I'm sure that video was on multiple phones. It wasn't just on Dakota's, like, there's no way. And I lost my train of thought. Wasn't his roommate saying that this was happening multiple times? Yeah, he's, like, come out a little bit more saying that, like, this happens, like, for years and years and years and years. Which is just, like, such a sad situation. It's so sad. Yeah, because it's rare that it's like, one instance. Yeah. You know, it usually is a pattern. And again, like, I don't know the full details of what Dakota has done. Because we just simply don't know that information. Yeah. So, like, I don't want to, like, he's presumed innocent just based on evidence. But, like, we don't know. No idea. But still, it's not a good look for Taylor as, like, a person nor a mom. No. Which is just, like, it's a sad situation overall. It is, yeah. It's just, like, sad. And then also just because, like, she has this huge platform, it's just going to get blown up even more. Yeah. And, like, obviously Taylor did bad things, but I do hope that, like, people are watching her and that really there for her, that she's supported, because I cannot imagine what it is like to, like, lose custody of your kids, restraining orders, getting... your season of The Bachelorette, like, completely pulled. All of her income is, like, drying up. Her brand advertisers, are pulling out. So, like... And now she's probably going to get kicked off Mormon Wives. There's no way that she can return to Mormon Wives. I don't think any of the other women will not film with her. And I don't blame them. Yeah. And so it's, like... I think... Obviously, we always disclaim, like, oh, she did bad thing. But, like, in the thought of rehabilitative justice, like, this is a person who is deeply unwell. Yeah. Who, like, evidently from the entire 4 seasons is deeply unwell. And I think you mentioned in this past season, like, has this generational tie to trauma and violence. Yes. Like, needs to get help. Yeah. And, like, the thing is, like, that is the best way forward. Like, yeah. Like, she already is going to be punished. Like, that is just that's already what's happening. Yeah. Like, she also needs to get help. Yeah. 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 And it's just, like, it's unfortunate this is what is gonna force it to happen. Yeah, because I think also the other element of this is that, okay, you've pulled the season of The Bachelorette. I think TMZ is reporting, which I hate how many times I've cited TMZ.
I know.
I hate that they have all the info.
They have all the scoop, yeah.
But that a lot of the contestants are suing the franchise as well.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, nobody is on The Bachelor/Bachelorette to find love.
Yes.
Nobody, come on.
Yeah.
You are there because you want a platform and you want to be able to build a platform off of your personality. Yeah. Some of you make it, some of you don't. And so I can understand, like, as a financial investment.
Exactly.
Sure.
Yeah, that was something I wanted to pull up on because, like, obviously everyone's like, oh, those poor guys, like, sarcastically, like, oh, you didn't get on there, but I'm like, no. Actually, like, they signed up to do this television show. They put their entire lives on hold. Most of them probably quit their jobs. Like, that's a huge financial loss.
Yeah.
Even if, like,
nothing happens,
it is such a huge loss. You signed a contract.
Yeah.
You signed a contract.
And an NDA probably.
Yeah.
You did all this stuff.
None of this was fulfilled after leaving for, like, 3 months from all of your responsibilities. Some of these people probably have kids. Like, they have a good claim to be upset and to take legal action against them. Yeah. And also, like, as a media scholar, I am curious if this season will ever see the light of day. And I hope it does. I hope it does, just for the preservation of media. Like, strictly from that standpoint.
I think, you know what, I do think it will, because I feel like ABC is going to try to milk this.
I think they will, too.
Because I sent you a video where someone in the caption, and we'll link it in the notes, because it's funny enough, had this conspiracy that there was no season actually, it wasn't a real season that was actually filmed, but they were trying to basically make money off pulling it, because I believe that if they were still going to air it before this video had come out, there were probably legalities in her contract where they would not have to pay her, or she would be fined for any sort of, like, delinquent behavior that broke her contract, which there is no way she's making money from this. I fully believe she's probably getting fined for something. Yeah. Which I think they knew was going to happen. Given that it's Taylor. Yeah. This conspiracy theory says that they never really filmed a real season and that they're just gonna find her because they're underwater and they need money. And I'm like, okay, if Taylor Frankie Paul is your saving grace,
then listen, it's time.
Yeah, it's time to cut it.
Yeah. So actually, off of that, I was also thinking about this today after you sent this to me, about, like, the finances behind it, because obviously ABC is losing so much fucking money. Yeah. Like, just from, like, filming in itself and the costs associated with that, and, like, traveling, getting hotels, also getting probably flights, ad space they already sold. Ad space, all of that. Advertisers are pulling out with brand deals. But I was also just like, I wonder how this works if they claim it as a tax write-off. Because if you'll remember, like, 2-3 years ago, Warner Brothers completed Batgirl. Yeah. And they decided, hey, we're just going to scrap all of it, and they took a huge fucking tax break from it. And so I'm also curious. I don't know how it works. Okay. I'm not savvy enough to know.
I was like, wait, tell me the numbers.
If anyone is, like, an economist, tax expert.
If I can find an article, we'll link it.
Yeah, we'll look for it. I just didn't look for it before, but they did. They made a bunch of, like, they got they got a tax write-off because they shelved the film. And just now, we will never see it. It is just, like, there's no possible way to see that.
Which sucks for that actress.
And it's, again, I know that this is a reality TV show, but it's still the same amount of work. Yeah. Also for the production. Like, there's a whole crew behind this. Yeah. There is, like...
who didn't get to see their work come to fruition.
None of them.
Yeah.
And so it's just, like, it's not even just that, like, oh, it's a stupid reality TV show. No, these are people's, like, lives and livelihood. Yeah. And, like... now, what are they going to put on their resume? That they worked on whatever...
a canceled season of
Bachelorette where nothing was shown. Yeah. And so, like, I wouldn't be surprised if we do see a lot more, like, lawsuits come about. Not even from, like, just the contestants. Yeah. I would probably guess that Taylor and her team are probably also looking and, like, scouring her contract to see if there's any legal action. Yeah. Because all of this was public knowledge. It's, like, not anything is new except for the video proof. Yeah. Because it's all detailed in the police report. Taylor was open about it. They talked about it all throughout season 1. It's not anything new. It's just because the video came to light.
Yeah, which, again, why did it come to light? Yeah. Which, yeah. I don't know. I don't know where it goes from here. I have no idea.
Yeah, another thing we can bring back to is just like, I think the Bachelor franchise is done. I think it should be done. It's been waning in popularity for the past
It's
like 6 years. It just doesn't work anymore. Especially like, even like the premise of the show doesn't work because The Bachelor has ridiculous. A horrible success rate. They have an awful success rate because it's a crazy premise. But then also it just doesn't work in a modern audience. One, because we always know who wins. Because there's like no way for people to keep it completely when it's a private. So it's always spoiled beforehand. And then it's also, especially in the last 5-6 seasons, a lot of the people are not wanting to get married or wanting to get engaged like straight out the gate.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work anymore. Everyone's like, I'm not getting engaged with you. We just met 3 months ago.
Everyone has commitment issues.
Yeah.
But it's also like, no, wait, you're right. Why are you getting engaged after 3 months?
Why are you getting engaged after 3 months after dating 24 men at the same time?
Yeah. And
so it just like doesn't work.
Yeah. And also like kind of tied to the Taylor thing, in the past couple seasons, they've let people on the show that have criminal records.
Exactly, and that was what I was going to bring up. It's like multiple people, because it happens with Devin on Jen's season. That's his name, right?
Yeah, he had a
restraining order and like stalking.
He also wasn't even there for Jen. He thought Maria was going to be on there, which a lot of those men did. Yeah. Which I can't imagine.
They were so awful to Jen. Oh my God.
So awful to her. And the fact that they made her sit there and watch that fake proposal.
Evil.
So horrible.
Evil.
There was also, I think, 2 men on the Golden Bachelorette.
Yeah.
Who had restraining orders or some sort of stalking incidents against them.
Also, Gary, from the first season of The Golden Bachelor, had a lot of stuff coming out about him. And, like, that he was weird, that he said really weird stuff to Teresa.
Yeah.
And it's just like...
Well, that's not a criminal thing.
Yeah, it's not criminal. He's just being a weirdo.
He's just a man.
At
the end of the day, he is a man.
He is a man. But, like... Yeah, it's just like not even like slipping through the cracks.
It's just like the quality of people is
awful
what it used to be,
because they're getting people who are gonna like
they want to be influencers
and make hits, and like stir up drama.
Yeah, and I think that before it used to be just like, okay, we're getting a bunch of people drunk in a room.
Yeah,
they probably can't do that anymore. Now get people who don't have real jobs.
They have fake jobs.
They have fake jobs. They want to become influencers. They want this as a platform. Like before, people used to be like, oh, I'm a nurse or this. Yeah, I'm a teacher. You know,
and that's no longer the case.
Yeah, and I think that time and time again they've put contestants in like sticky situations of getting people without doing the due diligence of like what background these people come from, what records they have. And for like them to have 2 seasons in a row of like having people with stalking and like restraining orders against them, and now like even from Taylor's perspective, her being in a domestic dispute,
because this is the worst one, because she is the Bachelorette.
Yeah,
like it's not that she's a contestant; she is the Bachelorette. And just like from a safety standpoint, even like apart from like suing for like the show getting pulled, like that they did put those men in danger. Yeah, like there were times that the camera is off. They had fantasy suites. Mm-hmm.
And look, sorry, we don't know.
We don't know what happens.
We don't know what happens in there.
Yeah,
like,
it's just like oh my God, just like willingly and knowingly doing it and celebrating it.
Yeah, and the thing is, I know we're part of the problem because we were gonna watch it.
I know. But also, again,
and we're like,
well, that's what I was going to say, because that's one of my, I hate when people are like, well, you two shouldn't watch this. No, like, first one, I do love reality TV just as, like, a cultural study. I do think we should stop platforming such awful people. But it's also just, like, you're giving this so people will watch and you know that they will watch. Because what are we going to watch?
Yeah.
Other than what you're providing us.
That's what Tyra said.
Tyra Banks?
Mm-hmm. Sorry.
And she was right.
Yeah, she was just
was she wrong?
She was not wrong, but in the context of what situation they were talking about, I was like, don't say anything.
Yeah.
Do not say anything. Yeah. For context, I just watched the America's Next Top Model reality check docuseries. I had never seen an episode of America's Next Top Model in my life. Yeah. I missed that entire phase of culture. I don't think I even knew it was a show until I got to high school.
That's so funny. Because I was watching it live.
No, I don't even know if I knew UPN.
Yeah.
I think I had seen clips and I was like, oh, there's Tyra Banks. Didn't know there she is. Show.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody I knew watched it.
Yeah.
And she makes this point of like how the show got crazier and crazier and more like in line with Fear Factor than something like a modeling competition show. And she's like, well, that's what the people wanted. And I'm like, is that what we wanted or is that all we had?
I think it's both.
Yeah.
I think it's a little bit of both. Because we love to watch mess. And I think it's also...
like watching white mess.
But and I also just do think that we have become so desensitized to violence outbursts.
Oh, yeah.
Abuse and, like, these kind of scenarios. And I think it also just amps up because of our social media culture where... I know we're making a podcast, but anyone can talk and, like, provide commentary and, like, platform it on such a huge scale that it just, like, it just really compounds. And, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, I feel twofold about it because I think boycotts work.
Yeah.
We've seen them work. So if, like, everyone said, no, we're not watching this season of The Bachelorette.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, the people who are going to say that are not the people who are actually watching.
Exactly.
Because that's middle America.
Yeah.
And they don't care.
They don't care or they don't know.
Yeah. That's true because who's on a streaming platform.
Yeah.
And people who just have ABC, they have no idea who this girl is. They just know she's a Mormon.
And they're going to present her in a very different way on, like, Bachelorette. Because I think
that probably was what they were going for. That people just 100%.
Because that way you get two different audiences. One, you get the broadcast, like... I watch Bachelorette every single year, people.
Yeah.
And then you get the reality TV, I Love Mormon Wives crowd as well. And it brings in a lot of different viewership.
I mean, also part of that viewership of Mormon Wives still defends her.
Yeah.
So I'm like, there are people who simply do not care.
Yeah.
But it was reminding me of, like, Jen Shaw.
Yeah.
But the thing about Jen Shaw, it's like, I knew that was happening when I went into the show, but I knew that she was properly doing time.
Was brought to justice.
Yeah, she was brought to justice. So I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, this doesn't even feel like a brought to justice. It feels like this is a woman who is being trotted out for her problems on TV.
Yeah.
And that essentially what is reality TV. It's, like, cathartic for me to watch that because I'm like, okay, these people have more than me.
Yeah.
They're very pretty. They have this, like, somewhat lavish life, this privilege, this wealth, but they're still not okay.
Yeah.
And there is something comforting to that dichotomy.
There is, yeah.
Because I'm just
as
like,
perverse as it
I
may
don't
be,
have
but
money, I don't have wealth, like, I ain't got extensions up the wazoo.
I'm still doing okay.
But I'm okay.
I'm okay, comparing. Yeah. And so I don't think that's, like... Is reality TV gossip on a large scale?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
I think so, yeah.
Girl, that is what it is.
Yeah, I just never thought about it that way.
Yeah, no, it's a way for us to gossip about things about people that have no implications in our actual lives. Yeah. You know, and I think it's easier to gossip about reality TV because they've consented somewhat to the process.
Shown.
You know? And I know some people are like, oh, I can't watch that. I'm like, that's fine, I will.
Yeah.
And I think also, again, privilege does play into it because when you see someone like Taylor, it's like, evidently she does not have a good support system, period.
No, yeah.
I think, and she's also resistant to a good support system. Because I mean, I don't know how real the relationships between the Mormon wives are. Because at the end of the day, this is a business. It's a business. When they say, will Mob Talk survive, they're talking about, like, we're going to keep this business intact. Yeah. Which, valid. But at the same time, like, she has this money, she has this wealth, evidently living in good means. Like, it's easier to look at her and be like, you need to get help because she has the means to. Yeah. But again, it's all about will and initiative to do that. Yeah. And I don't know if there's enough people around her who are actually telling her to get help. About specifically what she needs help for, because I remember in the first season, like, when she got pregnant, she was really, like, even keeled. And even the season afterward, like, it seemed like she was, like, healed or whatever. Yeah. And I was just like, to go from that to what I've heard about season 4, I'm like, I don't know what happens. Yeah. And I know people always say that a bad man will really mess you up.
and I'm not going to argue with that.
I'm not going to argue with that. I'll just leave that there. Yeah. But again, it's just, like, not enough people. Because in season 2, her family is willingly pushing her towards Dakota.
Her family is all kinds of fucked up.
Yeah, and I'm like, Dakota's evidently unhealthy for her.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
And it's also just, like, I was thinking about her parents earlier. Her parents knew the extent of the abuse that was happening, likely on both sides. Mm-hmm. And because they were the ones that came and got Dakota and Taylor's son, the night of, like, the original domestic dispute in, like, 2023. So, like, they all knew. And they were still, like, you should try it again. You guys should stay together. Which is, like...
And that's a
byproduct of Mormonism and platforming Mormonism, and
that's what I'm saying. I think our real problem in reality TV is that we've put Mormons on our TVs a little too much, and I want them off.
Yeah, I don't want to see that anymore. Yeah. And it's just like, yeah, like
it's reminding me of like the height of like Duggar family shit.
Yeah, which one of them just got arrested? Again,
color me surprised.
I know, yeah.
Those weirdos.
Yeah, and it's just like this season it comes out that Leanne was abused.
Leanne is Taylor's mom.
Okay. That she was abused by Taylor's biological father. And it was really sad to see, obviously, just because, like, it's a sad situation, but she's also had never shared any of this with Taylor. And Taylor's 31 by this point. And so it's really sad to see that, like, obviously she has this wound from the abandonment of her father and never having, like, her biological father in her life. And then she was also just never told anything about, like, how she came about. Like, how she got here. And it was really sad to watch because, like, Leanne goes with her to talk to her biological dad's best friend. And it's just, like, learning more about his life. Like, he was an addict after getting in a really bad car accident. And basically his personality just, like, switched past then. Yeah. And they're detailing some of the abuse. And it's just, like, it's so obvious that Leanne has not processed any of this. Yeah. As a byproduct of Mormonism, where you're supposed to be, like, oh, like, you have to get married to enter heaven, like, everything's hunky-dory, you don't show any of the bad. Yeah. And so that translates to her never telling Taylor any of this, where I'm just watching this and I'm like, if she had been open and honest with Taylor from the beginning and had, like, age-appropriate conversations about her biological father, the abuse that she went through, Taylor most likely would not be in the situation that she found herself with Dakota specifically. Who knows, maybe she would have. But at least she would have had some clarity of, like, this is what unhealthy relationships look like. Yeah. And also, Leanne could have told her, like, I walked away for us. Because that's what she talks about. She said, I saw the path that we were going to. I knew that if we stayed, we would all three be on a bad path, so I left. And that probably would have empowered Taylor so much. Yeah. To know that her mom, who was, like, I think she wasn't even 19 when she had Taylor. She was very young. God. And it was just, like, it's so sad that the shame and stigma surrounding that in the Mormon culture has led to this, because it is generational. Because Leanne won't talk about it. Even now, she was getting choked up. She was like, I can't do it.
And what's really sad to me is that, like, I don't love that they're being used as a cautionary tale, and it's hard for me to not have sympathy or empathy for, like, Taylor and Leanne, because evidently this is generational trauma that is not being solved. Yeah. What gets me is that this story should be something that, like, Mormon women can see and be like, oh, I'm in this similar situation. Yeah. Because maybe not to that extent of violence or, like, that extent of, like, you know, severity, but something where you're like, you've been forced into this marriage because that's what the religion has told you to do. Yeah. You're unhappy, unfulfilled. You have not seen life for what it is. And you can leave. Like, you can, you know? I just find the religion to be really restrictive for women. I know that this show is trying to, like, propagandize this weird, like, because even, like, them being more, like, sexually free still feels in service of men. It's still not, you know? Yeah. Like, we want our women to be fun so that we can enjoy them. Yeah. And I just don't, and it's like, she's not the only one in a bad, like, relationship.
No, not at all.
But it's the only one that has led to legal action. Yeah. Which sucks. I guess my only hope for her is that truly, like, either she is just like, I want to see my kids, I need to get help. Yeah. Or the people around her are really like, you need to get your shit together. Like, sometimes it really is the tough conversation of, like, you need to get help.
And I will say, like, not that this was refreshing to see, but they did have a lot more pushback from, like, the other members of Mom Talk towards Taylor this season. And, like, some of it does, and I understand why. It comes off like, why the fuck are you doing this? And they're exasperated. But I'm also just like, if you're friends with someone who's constantly doing this over and over again, and you're trying to help and, like, trying to guide and, like, trying to advise, it is frustrating to see this. But it's like, they do try a lot to get through to her. Even, like, the day that she's supposed to fly out to LA, she is in bed. Her mom and her sister take 2 of her kids, hop on a flight to LA. Taylor's like, I can't get out of bed. Mm-hmm. Anyways, and some of the Mom Talk women show up at her house, and Jesse's kind of taking the lead. And she was like checking in with her, and she's like, don't mess up this opportunity for yourself. She's like, we're here to help you. And Taylor's just like yelling at them. And Jessie, I think, is just like, she gets to this point where she's done. She's like, fine, like, we're trying to help you. Like, if you don't want to take our help, we're just gonna leave. Yeah. And so it is like, it's so tough. It's so tough because like they do try to help her, but like you can't have someone who doesn't want to be helped.
Yeah. Which I hate the concept
of
that.
It's awful.
I'm like, they don't know they need help.
Yeah. It's just such a sad situation overall. That's just like,
yeah.
It's not, we have not heard the end of this. I think we're going to hear about this probably for the next 3 months. At least.
I'm also very curious what ripples this has across other reality TV show networks. Mm-hmm. Because I haven't fully looked into it, but there is, I think, a housewife who was finally cleared to take a lawsuit against Andy Cohen to court, or won the lawsuit.
About alcohol?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I must say, explain it.
I
don't fully know what's going on, but I think it might be the one that I was reading about where basically peddling them with alcohol to start drama, which like, maybe don't do that.
Yeah.
Like if they're going to do it anyway.
That's also not something that's new, because I remember they put that against, it was Netflix, it was for Love is Blind. Yeah. I think it was like season 2 or, no, there wasn't that. I'm not going to claim what season it was. But there was like, they were trying to do a lawsuit against them because they were just like pushing alcohol and restricting food.
Yeah.
And they just like weren't giving them like proper nutrition to balance with the alcohol.
Yeah.
So it would amplify and start drama.
Yeah.
So that's not something that's new to reality TV, but I think we're now in an interesting landscape where like we have the cultural context and understanding that like they can be like held liable for these kind of actions and like pushing.
Yeah, and it's just kind of like now we're just so much more aware of how many strings are being pulled. Yeah. And like how much it's being produced.
Yeah.
Because even like reality TV show casts are now even more open about how like it's like some of them self-produce.
Yeah.
You know, and like how they feel like a cast and like these are the storylines. Like they talk about themselves like characters.
Yeah.
Which is why I think with something like Housewives in a modern context, it's easier to digest because they're aware of the machine. Yeah. As well.
Yeah.
And they have enough money to protect themselves from it. Mm-hmm. Whereas like these Mormon wives, with the exception of maybe like Jessie, who I think is a very decorated businesswoman, like have the savvy to fully navigate what's going on.
Yeah.
When really the problems are happening in their own homes.
Yeah.
So.
Damn. It's just so unfortunate.
Yeah, and the thing is that, like, there have been so many stories of this, and I know that there will continue to be stories, not similar, but, like, just as sad. I don't know what would have to change, and if it did, would reality TV show even be good? Would reality TV
I don't know. I think it has to... I think we have to move off of dating shows. Or not even dating shows. Because I was thinking, like, The Valley. And how dark the last season of The Valley was because of Jax. Mm-hmm. It just, like... Obviously, Jax Taylor.
A lot of
Taylor. Jax Taylor from Vanderpump Rules.
I saw a lot of Taylor Jax comparisons after all this came out. I have too.
Yeah. And it's just, like, we have had, like, this perpetual, like, example of, like, very, like, abusive, like, wild, outlandish characters. And I think, well, obviously it was like years and years and years ago, and we have different standards for like what is allowable and stuff, but also I think with our culture, once it starts happening in the context of like a family, I feel like that's when we start losing it, because all of Jax's behavior never involved like actual like a family unit with a child. And then it's like as soon as it came to the Valley and he has his explosions like he has been having for the past 10 years,
immediately worse.
This is when it's an issue.
Yeah.
Which I think is very interesting, that like it's only an issue within the family unit, but as long as you're like single or even just, like, there's not really a kid involved,
yeah,
then you kind of get a pass.
but you still get to, like, terrorize women.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Well, I mean, it's not just a men thing. Like, Jen
Yeah.
Shaw.
Yeah.
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 Because those outbursts were scary.
Yeah.
I was just
because
like,
but
you
we
never
were,
knew what she was going to do.
We were fine to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
We were fine to watch it. Bravo was fine to platform it.
Yeah. Because, again, I knew she got arrested.
Yeah.
You know? But, yeah, Bravo platformed it because I'm thinking of the incident with Jen and Heather of, like, Jen giving Heather a black eye.
And they were going to let her stay on TV. It wasn't like they pulled it.
Mm-mm.
I know they did. Yeah. Yeah. It just. Yeah. I was going to say.
You're telling me there weren't cameras?
That's my thing. And it's just like. They did a huge investigation. I know part of, like, the issue with, like, Heather and her story is that they say that there was nothing on camera, and I think she even kind of placed a shred of doubt of, like, maybe someone in production did it, and, like, they had, like, huge investigations with, like, everybody, which obviously put them at risk. But I'm also just like, what do you mean there was no cameras? There's no footage of her leaving. Yeah. There's no footage of her front door anywhere on the property.
Yeah.
There was no... Even if you had a suspicion that it could have been Jen.
Yeah.
She should have been pulled from the show. So out of control.
Yeah.
Like, that girl threw glasses.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, yeah. I just think it's interesting when we think it's fine and when we draw the line.
Yeah. And I'll never know that line.
No.
They change it all the time.
It moves. Yeah. The goalpost moves.
Yeah, it's just like, I feel like I haven't felt great about reality TV, so I've been going back in time.
Yeah.
To, like, Real Housewives of Atlanta first couple seasons, because it feels light.
Yeah.
It's not serious yet.
That's my thing, yeah.
You know, and I, like, there has to be this happy medium of, like...
Yeah.
There, like, just drama that isn't, like, legal forces involved.
Yeah, and that's what I was kind of saying. Not that, like, I think dating shows just need to be kind of a thing of the past. They don't work. They're obviously just for, like, influence, like, people trying to get, like, a following and stuff like that. But I'm thinking of something like The Traitors.
Traitors is so fun.
It's a fun reality TV show.
Game shows.
I think we need game shows to come back. Yeah. I even have been watching this season of House of Villains, and that's even fun. Okay. Even though, like, they are, like, villains from, like, reality seasons, they're not, like...
But we're acknowledging.
They're also just, like, arguing.
Yeah.
It's not like...
They're just mean people.
They're not being violent against each other and, like... Yeah. Harming them in that kind of way.
That's the thing. I was thinking about Traitors. I was even thinking
like, Below Deck. Like...
Yeah, Below Deck, like, there's a task at hand.
Yeah.
You know, I think reverting to TV and reality TV that focuses on, like, a competition that's not, like, exploiting people and making them feel bad. Or, like, having it at a workplace, you know, I think would be much more interesting. But dating shows, it's
just tired.
Other than, like, Love on the Spectrum.
Yeah.
Love. Other than that, like, I just don't see the value in, like, a dating show that isn't actually realistic to what dating is like, you know?
Yeah. Love
is Blind? No, it ain't.
It never has been.
Let me date 23 people at once? No, you should not.
And it's also just, like, sorry, going again, with our, like, dating shows especially, it's all for shock value. Because I don't know if you've seen what's going on now, but there's a show called Age of Attraction, which is basically people just, like, huge age gaps. And it's like, I don't know.
This is like MILF Manor.
Yeah, and that's what I mean, exactly. Like, we're going for these outlandish things that, like, are improbable. They are improbable to ever produce something, but it's just like, how can we get the most outlandish thing that we could think of? What can we do?
I think, like, we've just gotten, like you said, desensitized. We have to go sicker and sicker.
It is! And I'm scared of
what that means. Until we're just descended into the seventh circle of hell.
Yeah, and so it's just like, I think we need to cut most of it.
Yeah.
But also, I'm also thinking of, I think this is going to be an interesting time to study 20 years from now.
Yeah.
Because, you know, like, how during, like, the first, like, couple writing strikes, they turned to reality TV because it's cheaper to make than, like, actually staffing a writing room, doing the production and stuff like that. Most of these streaming channels are throwing out as much reality TV as they can because it's cheap. It's cheap, it gets people subscribed, it gets them watching, and it's trash.
Yeah.
But if we're accustomed to trash, then, like, we're going to watch in because it's a shock factor.
Yeah, and if it's all we get, it's all we're going to watch.
It's really quick, fast-paced stimuli that we don't really have to pay attention to.
We should bring back slow reality TV.
Yeah.
Like, give me, like, a British baking show. Okay, British baking competition. They all live in a little cottage together.
Yeah.
And each week they can, like, do competitions together. They get to know each other. And, we
need more sweetness.
Yeah.
We need more kindness and not so much
every
vitriol.
time I watch Great British Bake Off,
The Great
it has
British
two different names.
Okay.
Because it has a different name in the UK than it does here.
Fine.
One of them. Bake Off. I'm so touched.
Yeah.
I'm so touched. Even, you know what? People say American cooking shows are intense. Not the Christmas ones. The Christmas baking shows, everyone is so nice. They're helping each other out. They're so talented. And I'm like, this is my speed.
You know what I love?
What?
The Kids Baking Challenge. Me and my grandma watch it every season. God. Yes. They're just so lovely. They're so talented. Yeah. There's so much care with, like, how they treat them and stuff like that.
I also am, like, I'm thinking about also, like, Queer Eye ended, and I'm like,
yeah,
that was a reality show I wanted to watch.
Yeah.
Because I cried every episode.
Queer Eye it was done because there was so much stuff behind the scenes coming out.
About who?
Just that none of them were getting... There's so many, like, rumors swirling around there, and it all started with, like, Bobby leaving. Yeah. Because apparently, like, I don't know. There just seems to be a lot of stuff going on with the cast where they just, like, weren't getting along, and I think it just...
I mean, when you force people into a room. Yeah. But
the beginning seasons, yeah.
Yeah, I miss Clean House. That was my favorite show growing up. It was with Niecy Nash. And
I vaguely
she would go into hoarders' homes, and they would clean out the house, help them sell everything, and then refurbish their homes.
Even, like, now we're going really down the hill. Not Home Improvement.
Hoarders?
That's the one with Tim Allen. That's what I'm talking about. But with Ty Hemington.
Ty Hemington?
Isn't that what his name is? The guy who they would come in and redo all these houses and stuff like that? Oh, okay. That may be a little bit too... You may be too young for that. I know that we don't have that much of an age difference, but I think
you say that they go and redo people's houses. I'm like, girl, every other show is about that.
Yeah, but no, it was like one of like the original ones where they would go to like a family in need in some kind of way, and they would like help redo their house.
Was it like Flip That House or Move That Bus?
Move that bus. Yeah.
Okay, is that the show?
Yeah.
Because I've definitely seen it.
Ty Hemingway. Oh wait, maybe that's not his name.
Because Move That Bus is also used by the Gaines people too.
Oh, did they? Extreme Makeover. Home
okay, yes.
That's what
Extreme
Home
Makeover?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
But I didn't like it as much as Niecy.
Oh, yeah.
We watched 4 Niecy Nash.
I don't think I ever watched. I think I've seen a couple, probably like some episodes, but we never did watch that.
It's actually so addicting.
Yeah.
Because she's so funny.
Yeah.
And she just goes, she's like, what the hell's this?
Like, you know what? Niecy? Also, another reality format that is like gone now.
Is the Food Network home?
What?
When people cook in their homes on Food Network.
What?
When people cook in their homes on Food Network, like a Barefoot Contessa.
Oh, I do miss those. We still have those. We still have those a little bit, but I was gonna say, oh, don't forget the Pioneer Woman. I can't stand her. Do I have her dishes in there in my kitchen? Yeah, they are good. Yeah. Now I was gonna say, like, even like the community that was brought about by America's Funniest Videos.
Oh my god! Like now we have TikTok.
Now we have TikTok for that. Now we got YouTube.
Yeah.
And we just like don't have a lot of like wholesome reality TV because that is reality TV. Like, it's a different format of reality TV.
Wholesome. We just liked watching people get hurt.
Yeah, but also it wasn't like back in, like, I'm gonna say like the early 2000s. It wasn't really people getting hurt.
Yeah, it was more like I think when I first caught on to
because it was family entertainment.
That's true.
The whole family could watch it.
They weren't in severe condition.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I don't know. I just like I miss when it was a little bit slower.
Yeah, we've lost the plot a little bit. I am curious, just with our return to like the 90s and early 2000s, if we might see some introduction to this. I think probably not. I think we're gonna go straight towards like heroin chic kind of like.
Oh, we're there.
I know, but I think it's just
everyone's snorting Ozempic like it's
hey
Coke.
Guys.
But no, I think the return to 90s and 2000s is simply an aesthetic.
I think so too. It's not going to translate.
Because everyone's like, oh, kids are trying to unplug. I'm like, I haven't seen it.
Not noticed it.
I also think that it's really kind of hitting the zeitgeist now with that Ryan Murphy love story series, which I feel about.
I know. Yeah. For more information, go and listen to our episode on Ryan Murphy.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know if that's going to return. I don't think so wouldn't say the 90s, early 2000s are a time in reality TV I totally want to return to. America's Next Top Model. Yeah. We can't go back to that.
I know.
Because that's
already a reality.
The moments they pull for that docuseries, I said,
yeah, no, they're vile.
Honest world was happening on this show.
Yeah.
But again, it's like we didn't have the vocabulary to talk about that back then. And so like it was the time.
Yeah.
I get that, but people should get reparations for some of that stuff.
Yeah, they're never going to.
I know. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, we'll see what happens to reality TV, but I think I decided today, I was like, okay, I'm going to give up my Peacock subscription until something good comes back on.
Yeah, there's not a lot.
Yeah. I was just like, I'm paying for it, but I'm not watching anything on it, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see what happens, but... Because after Salt Lake City, I don't watch any other Housewives.
Yeah.
Because even Atlanta, I'm like, I'll watch it, but I don't need to.
Yeah, like, you don't have to, like,
I could rent that at the library.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Imagine renting Real Housewives
Real Housewives, please do.
Yeah.
And that's a historic text.
I will. Yeah.
I think that's all.
That's all I have.
We'll probably have more updates...
as
the saga unfolds, because there's going to be a lot more. There's going to be a lot more that comes out on all sides.
Yeah. And it's
going to be messy.
Curious how much will be behind closed doors and what will be public.
I feel like it has to all be public.
I mean, this wasn't public till now.
I know. But I mean, like, the steps that they're going to take going forward.
I'm very curious what... Not only Taylor, Dakota, ABC, but also the Mormon Wives, because I don't know if they're going to continue filming with her or at all. Yeah. Because I could see them pulling the entire show.
I don't know. Maybe.
Again, like I told you, I stopped watching because I just don't find them compelling.
It's not. And I think
because remember, you sent me everything that happened. I was like, that's it?
Yeah. And it, so for context, I was like, you know what? I'm working from home on a Friday. I'm just going to binge it. I couldn't sit here and, like, actually watch it. So I just, like, had it on the background while I was doing stuff. Mm-hmm. And not really anything happens. It's the same shit over and over again. It's not a good reality TV show. It's just not. Yeah. And it is very interesting that this is the show that is kind of caught on. Mm-hmm. But I think it's because it's another genre of white people and another genre of Christianity that is not very much well known and is different than, like, mainstream white culture, mainstream Christianity.
Yeah. And also Mormons are in now. Like, with the height of, like, Ballerina Farm and... Oh my god, I forget her name.
Nara Smith.
Nara Smith. I was going to say Nia Smith, and I was like, no. Nara Smith. It's like these people who have this, like, thinly veiled, whitewashed image of what Mormonism is that... we throw around the term tradwife a lot, and I think a lot of people use it inaccurately. Because I was listening to a podcast today that was like, and now the rise of tradwivism. And then it was a video about someone making sourdough. Yeah. And I was like, that's not tradwife. That's just baking.
That's just baking. Yeah.
Like, we're not trying to, like, make it our entire...
I'm not using raw milk when I make my sourdough bread.
Well, it's totally unnecessary to sourdough to put raw milk in it. But some people would.
So they would try.
Like, also the height of Maha. Like, I think that it's just the culture that is popular right now because of this pipeline of, like, wellness and how quickly people descend down this slide from, like, I want to be well to I don't trust science. Yeah. You know?
It's just such a slippery slope.
Yeah, and I think that also ABC is probably doing this slow pivot towards something that appeals towards the Trumpy crowd, as most of these big media companies are bending to his will. Yeah. And this is what we're getting, because Caleb Herron said it better than me, like, what does it say about our society that the height of our, like, meme zeitgeist was Real Housewives of Atlanta, and now the center of our reality TV is Salt Lake City. Yeah. Yeah. Because, like, genuinely, what is so interesting about those people there, other than they, like, probably kiss their cousins?
Yeah. And that's it.
Which, honestly, like, if I have to... It's not bad. If I have to exploit one group, sure.
Exploit the Mormons?
Exploit the Mormons!
Yeah, they're fine.
They're fine. Yeah. Traumatized.
But fine.
Now they have the money to fix it.
Yeah, you're right. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Is it punching up or punching down?
Punching up.
Yeah. I don't know why we thought about that.
I don't either. Yeah, we're definitely punching up.
Yeah. Anyways,
I think that's it. I think that's all we have to say.
Yeah.
It's just unfortunate but we are media scholars, so we will be paying attention.
Yeah. I don't know how I'm going to keep up to date.
I'll send you stuff.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I think actually someone had sent me the TMZ thing of it being canceled.
Yeah.
You did?
I did.
Yeah,
I sent you everything because I was also getting it from someone else.
Yeah, if you hadn't sent it to me, I would have not.
I wouldn't have seen it. Yeah,
No,
that's true.
I wouldn't have heard it because truly, not being on TikTok, I don't know what's happening in pop culture unless I like happen to go on Reddit to search for something else, and then that pops up. And it's like nice because truly in my head I'm like, oh, there's nothing happening.
Like nothing's going on.
Truly in my head I'm like, okay, we're just at war. That's all that's happening right now. And then every now and then a celebrity dies. Yeah. Which in recent times has been quite a few. Yeah. But it makes me really think about like, oh, that's a small part of the internet. For sure. There are people who have no idea who Taylor Frankie Paul is. I know. Crazy. I'm not one of them. No. I unfortunately know too much. I shouldn't know this too much. We shouldn't. We know this much. We know too much about people, guys. Yeah. I'd like to know less. Yeah. One day. Will I know less? Probably not. I don't know. Maybe when they shut down our internet. Oh, thank God. I can't wait for that day. Oh my God. It'll be for horrible reasons. Oh my God. Imagine we go dark. We can't joke. We can't joke about that, actually. Sorry, guys. Do that. Theoretically. Oh, God. What if we all just agreed to just go down for one day? Everyone pick up a book. Girl, we could do that. We don't have to. Know. We don't have to rally the troops. I know. Wouldn't it be fun if we did? Yeah, I just sent a mass text. Hey guys, I'm going offline today. Actually, I'd like a feature so I could send a mass text. Yeah. Actually, no. I would love to have out of office messages on my text messages. Like Naveen's out of office today. Yeah. She's unplugging for the day. That's so funny. Call her later. I would love that. Yeah. Where's that feature? All right, Tim Apple. It was like, who's Tim Apple? Get an out of office. Tim Apple. Okay. Feature. Yeah. In the works. I would love that. Okay, we're actually going to go now, guys, but we will be back, and we will be more structured lately. Going forward, yeah, we will release more content for you to enjoy, or to not enjoy. I don't actually care. Yeah. Either way, we're going to make more content. If you need white noise while you're studying, we could be it. We got that for you. Mm-hmm. All right. We'll talk to you soon. We'll talk to you later. Bye. Bye.